So, and I know in my leadership style, I'm one of these people I have ideas, so I tend to take over. And I have to learn to let go and walk away and delegate and give that to somebody else, because I don't want to be the secretary of the race club when I'm 80. Oh, God forbid. Please tell me I'm not going to be the secretary of the race club for that long. 20 years this year. 20 years. So, and letting go is hard. Letting go is hard. If you've had something from baby stage, and it's like children, tell me about all you women that are empty nesters. How hard is it to send your kids off to boarding school and that? How hard is it for, the men to see their kids going driving with the P plate on and, oh no, well I never drove that fast, I never did it. No, it's all about letting go, and letting go of a community in parts like that is something that I've learnt to do, and it's taken quite some time, a lot of time actually. 23 years I've lived in that community. So, but it's okay to let go. And that's probably one of my hardest learnings, because there's another challenge around the door for me. There's always another challenge. And, being able to put something back into a community, to me, I'm very passionate about, like Georgie, absolutely passionate about. There's enough leaving rural Queensland, rural countries, towns everywhere, we lose services, whether it's hospitals, police stations, corner stores, out there where we are in Burrendown, all we have is the Burrendown racetrack. But that hall gets used for the camp draft, the cutting horse competition. I had my birthday there some years ago.
Your 21st, was it?
We've had a wedding there. The only thing we haven't had a christening, but I'm looking into that. I think that could be a really good bush christening there, would be fabulous. We've had full council meetings out there. It was great, because I encourage council, come out to that Western Division, have a look at what we're doing by ourselves. We're not asking for any handouts. We want support by local government so that they can see this community is trying to do it by themselves. And twice we had council out there. That was fantastic. They actually saw our roads at the time, seen where we needed signage, problems that we had. It was a great, fantastic thing to be able to do. Influencing. I was able to influence council. No, they didn't have any computers because there's no mobile service out there. So they just had to come out and have an ordinary council meeting and be part of the community and meet the people that run and live in the community. So that in itself was amazing. I realise that I can't solve everything, but I can start the process by finding other like-minded people and delegating and encouraging. And so at the moment, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find people that can shadow positions that I've held for a number of years, and also to find people to shadow other people within the Burrendown Race Club, because it's a very small community and a very ageing population. And I know we're 70 kilometres from town, so you can't just say, well, look, could you come out and just help us do such and such. So I think looking at succession planning for organisations, that's something that I believe that with my skills from BRL that I can make an influence and I can change. And it's a slow process, and it's about being very patient, but it's very much about encouraging people. I learnt the power of writing goals. I'm a big list person. Now, at one stage there, I wasn't sure if my goal list was my goals or my to-do list, but they are very different. Goals is something that it's a vision. It's something that you want to work towards, whether it's a holiday or a big renovation on your house or achievement to take your family around Australia, whatever. And the to-do list, well, that just grows out of control. I write them down, I cross them off, I add them on. Not real good at that prioritising, which is something that you do learn at BRL, but you can't be good at everything. So if the GST is just a day late, it's got to be okay, because getting out to water the plants that were dying in the pothouse is just a little bit more up on the priority list for me, and that made me feel so good that I was able to water all the plants, save them, and then get to the office to do the GST. And one of the things that worked really well for me is a cut and paste. So I'm very visionary, I can see things. So no matter whether I'm planning to do a holiday or in the community, I think, we could run, such an event. I like cutting out pictures, getting ideas, putting them in the old scrapbook. Gardening, I'm an avid gardener, I love landscaping. We do all of that at home, and so I might cut something out that I see and think, yep, I don't want it to look exactly like that, but it's the ideas and it's working around with what you like and what you believe you can do. And because of my time with BRL, our farm stay business flourished. We took out, after I went back, we launched, we were already had opened up the farm stay, but we launched a big marketing campaign. We did every travel show. I was at an opening of every envelope session from here to New South Wales. We took out 3 years in a row Regional Tourism Award for the best tourism business, and we entered into the Hall of Fame. I did a lot of marketing internationally, and that was only because of the skills that I picked up from BRL. So we had contracts with Japanese school groups that would come and stay at Passchendaele, and American groups. And it's interesting, and the timing is remarkable, Georgie, but the American guests that we've got here at the moment from Georgia, their daughter was on part of the program back in 2005 that stayed with us. And they said, they've just retired, and on our bucket list, we think we might go to Australia. And she said, well, you've got to go to Passchendaele. Mm-hmm. You've got to go to Ken Stone, drink his home brew, and you've just got to eat that T-bone and go mustering. And if you believe your product is that good and you believe it should be in this price list, that's where you target your audience and you provide what they expect. And people have a lot of expectation when it comes to holidays. So another one of your participants in this room actually came to our farm stay a few years ago, and Jules, her whole family is booked every year for Easter. And once they were in the area, they loved it so much and said, look, I'd love to get a job. I'd love to transfer out here. And I said, Adam, you should apply for the Cumbria Police Station. He's leaving. I think he's retiring. And that's their story. That's how we know Jules and Adam so well. Another family that's made the change and come to the area. We've got other people that have bought a property at Goodger, and they were been farm stay families for over 9 years, and they love the idea of having, coming to the bush. So they've bought a property. He works at TAFE, she works at the school, their kids go to the school, Rob and Claire Fitzherbert. So it's all about being the person that you want to be, telling your story, believing in yourself, believing in what you want to be, where you want to be in your life. Like Georgie said, no one can, you can think that you can change people, but you can only change yourself. I can only change me so that I can influence other people. I can't be a demanding person. I can't say, well, we've just got to do this, and this is how it's all going to work, because I haven't got all the answers. And it's about being in a team, and I think that's really relevant. BRL has the tools to make the change to who you want to be, to who you want to become. It's okay to realise that it's okay to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they are. And we can all be leaders. However, we need support, and we need support from our family and from friends, colleagues and mentors. Leadership is about influence, your ability to influence others, and leadership can be learnt. A lot of people say, you're born a leader. Well, that's something that you'll learn through this course, and leadership has a lot of definitions, and you'll find that out as the days go by. I do want to wish each and every one of you a fantastic time. I wish you all the success in the world. You will have a great time. just enjoy, take it all in, suck it up, be exhausted at the end of the day, have a wine, go for a walk, do whatever makes you feel good. You're in the most beautiful place in the world, and I've travelled all over the world, so I can say, this is amazing to be able to learn surrounded by all this beauty. And sun comes up, sun goes down, it's all there. So enjoy, live life to the fullest, and just go out there and be you and make the change and just do it. Okay? Thank you.